You lie on your back, and the first thing to establish is the connection of the lower back with the floor. For awareness, it may help to place one hand on your abdomen and then see what is the space between the lower back and the floor. Most of us will have a gap there, and I would like you to establish the gap both with the legs extended forward as well as with the knees bent, feet on the floor, and the tabletop position. And from there, I would like you to see if you can hold this position without any pain. And if that's the case, then you can also extend one leg at a time and then the opposite. Maybe also extend the leg and hold, again without experiencing any pain. So you will do that for a while. It goes without saying that if you feel pain, you have to calm down. And then we'll repeat the same exercise, but with no gap between the lower back and the floor. You want to be pressing your lower back on the floor now. Again, you can place your hands on your abdomen, your chest, or try to fit your fingers underneath your lower back to ensure that there is this connection established. One more time, you will have the knees bent and potentially the feet elevated, and see if this causes any pain in your lower back. If it does, you can come out. Otherwise, you will extend one leg forward, hold, then extend the other one. There is big chances that one of these two setups of your lower back will cause pain. And if that's the case, you don't want to practice this lower back setup during this workout. You want to do the one that does not cause pain. Now, if both of them cause pain, you want to see which one causes less pain and then go through these progressions for the period that you can maintain without any pain. If the single leg extensions felt easy, you can also try to extend both legs at the same time. And it goes without saying that the legs being more straight and closer to the floor will make the exercise harder. Once we are established what lower back setup you will maintain for the remaining of the exercises, you will get hold of a Pilates circle, which I would like you to position between your ankles. From there, with the hands pressing on the floor, you will start squeezing the circle. Remember, you are either keeping a neutral spine, so you're maintaining the space between the lower back and the floor, or keeping a flat one. You will take a break after 15 to 20 seconds, and then you can repeat. If the second time with the knees bent, chances are that knees bent is less likely to cause pain in the lower back. So again, I'm giving you different options for you to try so that you can practice these exercises pain-free. You will be doing a second round after having taken a break, and the second round, which you can follow with me here, will last a little bit longer. Chances are that once you prime the muscles that are needed for a specific movement, you will be able to perform it for longer. But first, make sure that the exercise can be executed pain-free. I expect during this exercise to feel your inner thigh muscles working. You will also do that second time with the knees bent. Knees bent not only is less likely to cause pain in the lower back, but it is also likely to make the maintenance of the setup of the lower back easier. Now, after doing that for 30 seconds, you will take the Pilates circle out and will reposition it for the second exercise on the outside of the ankles. So, remove the circle, feet on the inside, and again you start with pulses. All exercises we will do in this video will have the same pattern. We will do one exercise in two versions with a break in between, and then repeat that for a longer duration. Remember, practicing these exercises over and over again is likely to make them easier, and help you establish the awareness as well as the strength needed to facilitate movement free of pain when dealing with a herniated disc. So now it's the second round of the pulses with a ring on the outside of the ankles. This movement is likely to be smaller than the one that you were doing before, and that's absolutely fine. We will also do with the knees bent. You will be feeling most likely the glutes here. If during any of the exercises I mention that you should feel a muscle group, you don't, that's fine. To the extent that you don't feel pain, continue practicing this exercise, and over time you will feel. Now we will turn and move into a bridge position where we will have the feet elevated. If feet elevated is too much for you, you can have the feet on the floor. So if the feet are elevated, you will shift your hips close to the elevated surface, and from there you will tuck the tailbone under, and one vertebra at a time, as much as possible, you will bring your hips all the way up. Some individuals may not be able to bring the hips all the way up pain-free, but to the extent that you can, keep the tailbone tucked under. If you favored the flat spine in the very beginning of this video, in the assessment that we did, or neutral, you will be able to maintain. So again, remember, the setup of the lower back will make a lot of these exercises accessible even if they cause pain otherwise. We'll do 2 sets here like we've done for all the other exercises, and next we will stand up. Last few seconds here, and slowly release. For the next exercise, I would like you to stand up and perform an exercise called Good Morning, which can do wonders not only for your lower back, but the glutes and the hamstrings as well. For the purpose for which we will perform this exercise here, I want you not to get into your hamstrings, and for that some of you may have to bend your knees a lot. As you notice, I'm maintaining my spine straight, and I'm leaning forward without allowing my back to round. I'm keeping my navel in. People that favor a flat spine may have to maintain a stronger pelvic tilt. And I'm coming up and down, and at the end I will hold the bottom position. So now I'm taking a break, and we will start again coming up and down. I'm turning to the side so that you can see that I'm maintaining my spine straight. If your flexibility does not allow you to go as far down as I do, stay higher. If you're more flexible than me, go even lower. You want to reach the maximum forward fold. Now you will hold for a little bit longer, the last few repetitions, and back up, and now you will move to the last exercise, which is a lunge, and here you will maintain a very narrow stance and lean forward a little bit with your upper body. So the knee comes close to the floor. If you feel the knee complains by bringing it too far down, don't bend it too much, but with a narrow stance it should be fine, even for those with sensitive knees. And we will go up and down on one side, then change side, and then we'll do that twice. Switch legs. Remember that you want again here to establish the same pelvic position that we confirmed in the beginning of this video, that it is pain-free for you. That does not mean that because you're maintaining it, you don't feel your lower back at any point. You need to make the assessment of whether it is worth continuing or pausing, taking a break, and then coming back to the exercise. You're leaning forward again, and then switching for the second round. You probably have noticed that all exercises, the second round lasts longer, and we have already covered why that's a good idea. So these exercises will strengthen your glutes. A lot of you may feel them in other body parts away from the glutes, and it's worth observing it. So here some people may be feeling it in the quads. I mentioned that the good mornings might have been getting into your hamstrings. Pay attention to which area you're feeling each exercise, and to the extent that you don't have pain in the lower back, you can continue doing them. We will now switch to the second side. Knee as low as possible. I'm doing here a variation where the arms are forward, but having the hands on the pelvis is absolutely fine. And last one, and release. After practicing this video, I suggest you go for a walk as opposed to sit down.